Hello everyone, VJosePlayTube back again. Today I've got another deck review for you. However, it's not a new deck. You can call this a re-review, a retro review, whatever you want to call it. It is a couple of decks that I'm fairly certain I had reviewed at some point in time. However, in reorganizing my playlists on YouTube, I discovered that the video was not to be found. There's a possibility it was combined with another video, and that's why I didn't notice it, or whatever the case might be. It might still be there somewhere, but I didn't see it. I searched for it, I couldn't find it. It is Bee Stingers from Theory 11. This will be a pretty quick review. The original one was a black one, and then there was a red one. Oddly enough, on Playing Card Database, they list a blue one, but I'm fairly certain there was never a blue version. In fact, I know a lot of people clamored for one, and it never happened. Standard B boxes, that's casino quality on top, club special. B, and then it says playing cards at the bottom, and you see the B. The difference, this one's got black and gold, this one's got red and gold. Onto the sides, it says Stingerback Club Special. U.S. Playing Card Company, earlier in Kentucky, made in USA on the other side. I should mention that these are a couple of years old at least. And top says B number 92. The bottom, some USBC information. This one says 2011. This one says 2009. So they're getting kind of old. And this one's got the old school Theory 11 logo. And this one's got the new one, obviously, in a silver foil, no less. In the back, you see the back design of cards, which is just a fairly standard B. And there's standard USB-C seals. This one was the first one that came out. On the flap, you got B trademark stuff that is required by USB-C. There most likely was an ad card, but I threw it into my drawer of stuff, and it's somewhere, but it's not in here, obviously. But you do also get on top of the ad card, a double backer. And this is what a Stinger backer is. It's a casino back, as some would refer to it. It's just a standard B back, except that it fades to white in the border, which makes it a non-borderless deck, when it's usually a borderless deck, of course. Inside, you do get standard bead jokers, if you're not familiar with them. They have a star in the two corners. It says the Joker on top. The bottom says United States Playing Card Company, made in USA. And you see a little goofy clown guy with a weird scepter riding on top of a giant bee. Either it's a very big bee, or he's a very small guy, or a combination of both. This one is exactly the same. The B Ace of Spades the Ace of Spades is a standard B Ace of Spades, I should say, which says B on top. Consolated Doherty on the bottom, made in USA on the very bottom, also 92. 92 represents the year that Consolated Doherty and bees are actually first created, 1892. And the Ace of Spades, pretty standard, simple. It's got a beehive with bees buzzing all around it inside. And it's got some flowers around it with a couple more bees checking them out. The court cards in this deck are completely standard. I'll just show you a few, except that they have grayish colors and kind of dark red and black instead of the bright yellow and blues that you usually see in a bicycle or a regular bee. And then the number cards are also just standard. The thing that's different about this deck in comparison to the red one, aside from the logo on the box and the year it was made, and in comparison to most V decks, is that this one actually has an Aristocrat stock, which is really cool. I like an Aristocrat stock because it's nice, soft, and flexible. And some might not like it because it's thin. It's probably as thin as you get for a stock, but it handles pretty good. Not as great as it once did because it's a bit of an older deck. It's had some use, so there's a tiny bit of clunkiness. Plus, at the time, when they made this one, the quality of the decks probably was not on par to the quality of today's decks. This is probably one of the earlier Erlanger decks, so the quality might have not been quite as what it is today. But it's still a pretty cool deck. The other one we'll look at briefly is the red one. Like I said, it would have been cool if the blue one came out. Hasn't happened yet. It may still happen one day, who knows? Probably not, but it seems that they've gone away from bicycles and bees and tally hos on Figure 11 and Illusionist for that matter. But you do get the Figure 11 ad card in this one in black with the new style logo. And here's your back design. Same thing, standard B with a kind of fade to a white border. You get the double backer. You do get the two jokers. And you get the standard ace of spades, and everything else is also exactly the same. The only difference, like I said, this one has a thicker stock than the other one. It's not an aristocrat stock. It's, oops, see, I'm screwing up already because of the stock. It's, I don't think it's quite a B stock. It's probably a bicycle stock, but definitely you will notice some differences in the stock and handling as a result. But again, it handles pretty good. A slight clumpiness because again it's an older deck and that can happen. But that's that. That is the B Stingers from Figure 11. You can no longer buy these on Figure 11's website. They sold out a long time ago. In fact, the black deck sold out pretty quick, and then the red one came out and sold out very quick as well. You can find these, however, on the aftermarket. If you look on different card websites, you should be able to find them, especially maybe European ones, and especially Asian card shops and magic shops I've noticed have Stingers in them. Hopefully legit ones. But anyways, I mean, you never know, there's all sorts of fakes out there. But that is the B Stinger from Figure 11. I don't know what happened to the review, but here it is again. I got a couple more of these coming up, so stay tuned. I'll see you next time.